And then this, mate, this blew my fucking mind. I know you saw this. Ryan Gosling.
There he is.
Ryan Gosling. What happened to you? What happened to you? So, the Golden Globes, it's an award ceremony where you win things for things you did. And fair summary, right? And Ryan Gosling did something that was good and won an award. And when you win an award, you get up on stage and you deliver a speech. And you say, thanks to people who helped you get there, or you give an inspirational message because you want to use the platform. So Ryan Gosling talked about his wife, his missus. And what he specifically said was that the lady in his life. Oh, actually, I should quote. Are they married?
Who knows? I'll check. No.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Not married. His life partner, then. But certainly, the woman in his life. And he said that. He said the lady in his life is the exact quote he used. Talking about Eva Mendes. And he said that while he was out doing what he did, she was at home and she looked after kids and whatever it was, so he could go out and do this particular role for the film La La Land, for which he received this award. And in the speech, well, hang on. Fuck it. Just play it.
3, 2, 1.
Yep. 3, 2, 1 minutes. 40,
Right.
41
3, 2, 1, go.
You don't get to be up here without standing on the shoulders of a mountain of people, and there's just no time to thank everyone. I just would like to try and thank one person properly and say that while I was singing and dancing and playing piano and having one of the best experiences I've ever had on a film, my lady was raising our daughter, pregnant with our second, and trying to help her brother fight his battle with cancer. If she hadn't have taken all that on so that I could have this experience, it would surely be someone else up here other than me today. So, sweetheart, thank you.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I saw women nodding in the audience. He's thanking his significant other for, enabling him to go out and get this job, which is what a lot of women do the world over, right? It's what, I mean, it's not just gender-based. Certainly, if we talk about traditional segregated gender roles, then yeah, this is what women have done for a huge part of human history. They are the primary caregivers to children. They are the homemakers, and they've enabled men to go out and work, and sometimes in the creative professions like this, go out and do things they wouldn't ordinarily be able to do. And he's thanking her for that. And again, the quote, you raised our daughter, you were pregnant with our second, and you also helped her brother fight cancer. I mean, this is
It's quite the woman.
Yeah, this is a Herculean effort from a woman. So to thank her and say he owes it to her, I think that's quite an accolade. The Independent, Narjas Zatat, says Ryan Gosling's Golden Globe speech about Eva Mendes wasn't cute, it was sexist. Why was it sexist? So let's have a look. Because I was confused. Because I thought saying I owe it all to the woman would be not sexist. Right? But she's got it all figured out, this writer, as to why it is. And she makes a really compelling argument, Sam. It's going to win you over. Be ready. Gosling's appreciation for his partner may be genuine, but it plays into structural inequality that women face in the workplace, least of all Hollywood. Yes, Mendes has agency, and the decision to put her career on the back burner for the sake of her husband's was hers. But why did she have to make that decision to begin with?
She didn't have to.
Yeah, all right, but I've got a bunch of statistics unrelated to this shit, so I want to use them.
All right, cool.
That's what this writer was thinking. In 1,206 films, 60 to 90% of the dialogue is delivered by men. And in an additional 307 films, that figure shot up to 90%. More damning, a pathetic 7% of Hollywood directors are women. It would seem that male directors are hiring male actors for male roles, meaning Mendes doesn't have the same amount of opportunities as her husband. Now, I think what happened here is, I think I'm going to assume Miss Zatat, I think she got a little bit confused by what she was writing here, because this was meant to be a reaction to the speech, I guess, is what she was briefed with, because it was the standout moment from the Golden Globes. What she's written here is an article about equality of opportunity in Hollywood. The two aren't linked. I'd have thought somebody would have pointed that out. They didn't. She goes to the Pew Research Center. And then, just to bring something else in, again, Samuel, tell me if you spot a pattern here. According to data from the Pew Research Center, the number of stay-at-home mothers in the USA has been steadily rising for the past 15 years. Still haven't seen anything as to why Ryan Gosling's speech is sexist, by the way. Waiting for that. That's the title. You know, that's the little juicy headline you've used to get us to fucking click. When do we get to that bit? When do we get to the bit where Ryan Gosling's rampant fucking sexist? I'm looking forward to that, you know. Now she doesn't end there. If you think she's been pretty fucking vague, it gets better. What's more, there's often an assumption within relationships that the woman will just stay at home to look after children. So now she's given up on even using statistics. There's often, I mean,
I reckon.
Yeah. What's more, I think.
That's right? Not more. That's less. What's less?
Yeah. What's more, there's often an assumption within relationships that the woman will stay at home and look after children, sick, or in other cases, aging relatives. Right. No, right. Nobody.
Isn't the opposite true? Actually, I've heard of aging relatives. Especially in Eastern Europe, right? There's a huge culture that the son always has to look after the family.
Oh, dude, you can't bring anything up outside of this little vat.
Okay.
Western narcissism, you know. Well, which is interesting because actually, with a name like Naja Zartat, I'm guessing. I would like to know actually what her background is, because I obviously I can't make any assumptions just based on a name, but certainly there are many cultures that the idea of Japan, for example, South Korea is another one that I know of and have experienced firsthand. The idea of not looking after aging relatives, be you male or female, is an anathema. It's sons and daughters do this. This isn't something that women are just better at. Ryan Gosling didn't say that. Did Ryan Gosling say that? Did he say anywhere in that speech? Just as well that fucking Mendes cunt did it, because she's way better at it than me. I'm a fucking baller. I'm out there doing what I do. I star in all them movies, stamping on people's heads and driving that. Like, I can't be looking after a fucking someone with cancer in a fucking. I can't do that.
I'm wiping no fucking ass, mate.
Yeah. Wipe
the film.
Wipe a kid's ass. You're mental, aren't you? I've got to fucking kick people to death in an elevator. Are you out your fucking god? Are you mentally ill? He didn't say that.
Should have.
Didn't happen. Would have been a wicked speech. We done.
You out your fucking grill.
So here's the thing. I nearly didn't get this job because, right, I've got kids and that. My missus is up the stick with another one.
And her brother's dying, like.
Her brother's proper, like, he's just, yeah,
He's
out.
bred, like, he's fully bred.
Yeah.
Imagine Bill Clinton in a year, but.
So I've got all that going on in my life. So I said to her, listen, darling, what is this? This is a fucking bummer. This is like, I got to go do fucking La La Land. You're living in La La Land if you think I'm staying at home to deal with this shite. So anyway, I had a couple of cans of Spesh, went into the fucking studio, knocked it out the park, and now I got this award. Thank me.
Just fucking Crip walks off.
Now, here's the thing. If he'd done that, right, this article makes sense in a way. As that is the most outlandish thing that could have ever have happened in the history of Hollywood, and therefore didn't happen, this article's nonsense. Because he didn't say, again, this isn't something that women are just better at, and we're angels. Again, words Ryan Gosling didn't use.
In quotes, though, but.
Yeah,
not a quote well. Just quote those.
Be selfless, and more often than not, feel an obligation to do so. So hang on.
Yeah.
What are you saying? You saying the stereotype's true or it ain't?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm scared. I don't know what's happening.
Scared. It is something that is expected of women, and valorizing it perpetuates this as an ideal that women have to live up to. So what Ryan Gosling did, right, by basically saying thanks to a strong woman that did all of this stuff, is valorize it. And therefore, as he valorized it, right, he was being sexist. Get this. Earlier in the year, he told the Evening Standard that women are better and stronger than men.
How dare he?
Sexist pig. Putting women on a moral pedestal in this way excuses men from transgressions such as not coming home. What's going on in your life, darling?
Who hurt you?
Can I call you Narjaz? Come on, what happened? Shall I put the kettle on?
You want a knob? Sorry, didn't mean to say knob.
From not coming home, what Ryan Gosling did. That's not why he's not coming home, you fucking shrew. Get a fucking grip of your fucking mind. Gosling's speech runs uncomfortably close to the old adage, behind every great man is a great woman. She's not behind you. She's standing right next to you. Maybe you should tell the audience next time that you'll be home to help out more. He couldn't, he was making a film! That's the point, he's making a film! He's making a film! He can't be home. If he could have been home, he couldn't make the film. That's the point of the film. He was making the film. What do you want? I should have been. All right. Sorry, director and everyone else and all the fucking hundreds of people involved in the making of this film. It's over. It's done. I gotta go home because fucking. I'm worried. Eva's not said it.
Yeah, she hasn't complained at all.
She's not freaking out. She's got loads going on, but still isn't freaking out. But there's some journalist, right, called fucking Narjaz Zatit or whatever, right? I gotta fucking do one, right, because I need to go just in case Eva Mendes is having a tough time, because we've got to be stood next to each other. All your jobs don't matter. All your life doesn't matter. This piece of art doesn't matter because this journalist might write this pithy little column citing statistics not relevant to something I might say 9 months from now. So I got to go. I'm really sorry about all of that. I'm real sorry to all the women, actually, whose jobs have now been compromised because I have to leave, right? So, but I really should leave because, quote, my wife isn't behind me. She's right next to me, and I'm here, so she ain't right next to me, and I've got to be home to help out more.
I like Ryan Gosling's from the north now. Big fan of that. Films would be better.
Would be, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't have seen that one in Notebook. What do you want? What the fuck do you want?
Mentally ill, isn't it? It's just mentally ill. Just shows as well. It's like, what? I'd bet fucking dollars to fucking donuts she's single. I know that sounds like well, if you made good points and then you went chauvinistic at the end. Hear me out. I don't think she's in a fucking relationship. I don't think she knows how relationships work. Forget gender fucking roles. Right. Let's say, all right, name an actress that I might want to be with.
Mila Kunis.
She's pretty cool. She can do better than me, though. She's with Justin Timberlake, isn't she?
I think so.
I don't measure up, do I?
What actress am I gonna pick, mate?
I know.
Judy Golding.
Amy Schumer. She's
There you
fucking
go.
tagging. Like, right, so anyway, Amy Schumer.
Leslie Jones. What's wrong with Les, dog?
No, but the pictures, mate.
Have a spread.
Pictures, they hurt me. Right. Okay, look, let's just do it the first time. Mila Kunis, right? Let's say she's fallen on hard times. You know, my personality's just so and she thinks, fuck it, doesn't matter. I'll just get him a personal trainer and be living the dream. So me and Mila, right? Now, she's way more famous than me, right? And therefore is going to have way more fucking opportunity in that than me, right? And she comes to me and she goes, Rich, listen, you know that YouTube channel with 86,000 followers you got? That is your sole income in this relationship. Right? Yeah. Well, you know, I need you to just take a break from it and that and look after our kids. Because we've had a kid. Because obviously, you know, knock her up.
Why would she be breeding with you, mate?
I don't know.
Why would she mix that DNA?
You look after our kid, Sam.
Our kid.
Yeah, our kid. War kid. So look after War kid. Right? And I go, oh, so I can't do the YouTube. She goes, nah, you won't have time. You got to look after the kid. But this film's going to be fucking award nominated, tons of scratch. And then after that, we can reassess where we're all at. And, you know, maybe you can go back to making YouTube or maybe you do a film. Right? But it's going to take a while. It'll be a year, 2 years or something. Because I've got to train up to do a bunch of stuff. It's a Kung Fu movie. I've got to learn Kung Fu. It's going to be 2 years. And I go, well, I fucking love that YouTube channel, right? But there's nothing I love more than being nuts deep in you, Mila. So
I'm in.
So I'm all in on this. Like, fuck the YouTube. If I'll announce it on Twitter. I'll go on me Twitter.
I'm out.
I can't do YouTube for a while. The missus has said no. Like, she's told me no. And she's right, like. So I don't do it. I stay at home and I look after the kid, Sam, right? Who was born with gigantism.
I'm praying to Willie.
A horrible combination. Gigantism and Pray to Willie. Just eating all day. Like.
Eating myself. Just eating my growths. He's eating his head again.
Stressed out to the max, right? And I'm looking after the baby, not doing it. He said, the kid Sam with Pray to Willie and gigantism, carrying this giant baby around and just keeps eating things, right? And
Licking wallpaper throughout the house.
When it's full because of its brain, and I'm just carrying it around and that. And then she goes 2 years and she makes an award-winning Kung Fu movie, yeah? She makes this wicked award Kung Fu movie and she gets up on stage and she goes, you know, it was great making The Blind Monk. It was a great movie, but, you know, I just want to say I couldn't have done it if it weren't for fucking Richie Chopper Lewis, like, at home with our giant son. Right? And his best mate Sam's got brain damage and he's been dealing with it all. I couldn't have done it without him. So I just want to say, darling, thank you. Someone gonna deprive me of that. Right? I'm an adult. I made those choices. You know, I'll get the next one. Eva Mendes gets the next one. Ryan Gosling can stay at home with the son with gigantism now. Hang on, their son have gigantism. Whatever.
Not even born yet. You've already diagnosed with gigantism. Imagine if it does, though. Imagine the mad psychic powers, but
me and Putin living in a simulation.
If that baby comes out with Pray to Willie and gigantism, they name it Sam, but I'm out. I'm quitting. Like.
I let you off once before, but you still got the nerve to come back here and make trouble again. Eh?
does it all mean?